Yeah, Chandini, you can start.
Hello everyone, welcome to our presentation. We are Team TechCube and we are excited to present our project which is a secure HR, a comprehensive and secure HR management portal. Let me introduce our talented team members who have collaborated on this project. I am Chandni and I contributed to the design and development of the portal using SSO and focusing on mainly on data security and role-based access control features. And Shruti, yeah, her role was to integrate into database and develop key functionalities like employee data management, and also she took care of employees page and the departments page, and Revanth, he managed backend development and ensuring the implementation of salaries page and titles page, and Akshara, she worked on UI UX design and creating a seamless user interface for both employees and HR administrators. And she also integrated our project into Jenkins. Coming to login page of our project, we have integrated our project with SSO using auto authentication by using client secret key and client ID. We have given it it in environment variables of our project, and so single authentication process allowing access to multiple applications. So instead of typing multiple times the password, we can use a single sign on. With this we can log in with our email IDs. It improves user performance and security, easy to integrate authentication platform. And also, if users click the login button, it will be redirected to the auto host login page, and it authenticates the user using the chosen identity provider and sends an authorization code to your app, or that is the MFA, and the app exchanges the code for an access token. And then we are coming to the dashboard of our application. So here you can see there are two charts we have represented over here. One is department distribution and second one is gender distribution. But these we have used recharts from Node, and also we have represented how many number of employees in the uh, company and total departments and average salary and recent hires as well. Yeah, over to you, Revan.
So, this is the gender distribution chart. We have used eChart library in the Node Package Manager to create this data. So, this is the analytics part of the Tech Cube, and here these are the details of employees. So, we have an employee number which refers to employee ID, and I have added some functionalities like view, edit, and delete operations of the employee. So, we can add an employee record. For example, let's take an employee record. He was for suppose he was born in the year 2011. As you can see, the record Ajay has been added here. uh, Other than adding, we can also go with the edit and delete operations here. So this is the departments page where the total count of the roles that have been separated into different categories. So Shruti would like to continue from here.
Yeah. So we also have a departments page where we can see the constitution of the entire organization, wherein we have provided a page where the HR can view each department and how many people are there in in every such department. Each department is displayed in an individual card format with its name and the number of employees. The users can quickly scan and identify the workforce distribution and thus make decisions on which department needs more employee. Here you can see that the department under the department finance there are so many number of employees, and we can also see the total salary across the departments and other metrics to evaluate departmental contributions and resource allocation. Now moving on to the salary page. The salary management in the TechCube HR portal is designed for efficient handling and tracking of employee salary details. So here the key features include that we can search the employee by the name or the number, and thus we can quickly find the details of the employee, including when and when in which duration the employee got promoted. The salary also displays information like employee number, salary amount, the start date, and the end date of that particular employee. So we can even add or edit or delete the details of the employee. So now as you can see that the details of the employee 10004 has gotten added. Over to you, Akshara.
On to the titles page. The titles page is designed to help HR teams manage and track employee roles to work with. With the ability to search by employee ID or title, finding relevant records is quick and easy. Adding and updating titles is straightforward, with fields for effective dates and role details. You see an option to add the title for an employee based on the employee number and give them a title and an effective date.
So let's take an employee name Suraj that we have Ajay that we have added here. So here Ajay's employee number is 4550. So this is the title that is being assigned to the employee number 4550. Yeah, as you can see, the record has been added here. This is the start date and the end date of the record of the employee 4550. So these are the different HR user functionalities in our application. And this is about TechCube, and this is the contact page of our application. Here the customer can post or the user can post the query regarding the application. So this is the code base for our HR portal. As you can see, there are two files here, front end and the another one is backend. We have used Flask for the backend server. The backend port is running in the port number 5001 and front end is running in the port 3000. So for building the backend application, we have built the controllers and the model schema. As you can see, the Python schema. For the database operations, we have used MySQL as our local DB, and we have initiated the environmental variable files. As you can see, we have imported the controllers that we have built in our local DB, and we have configured that controller and added few conditions. So these are the routes that we have defined for our controller. API is we have defined that different routes for this API. As you can see in the front end part, we have the API URL code, and this is the endpoint route where when the API calls operations like get, put, post, the data get be fetched. For an example, in the postman, as you can see, this is the end route of the employees. So when we click on send, this is a warning message since there's a lot of data. So as you can see, multiple number of records have been fetched using this. So we have also had the middleware for secure HTTP requests, and we have used JWT as the tokenization. Instead of sessions and cookies, we have used JSON Web Token. In coming to front end part, we have used React library as our front end. We have built different components in our page, and we have clubbed all these components. So as you can see, there are contact dashboard and different components we have in our page. The visually appealing analytics in this graph part have been created by the recharts, which is a node package manager module. So this is our app page. All the components have been imported. We have used React Router DOM for defining the path of the for the navigations. So all these components have been got into this prop and defined here. So this is our code base. So coming to MySQL part, we have used a test DB from the GitHub repository. So we'll be using the employees DB. As you can see, the database got changed here. Okay, so these are the tables and the different roles of the total number of people in our TechCube employee set. So let me show you a sample record of the of an employee. So this is the record of 50,000 employees from our test DB. We have used Jenkins for our continuous integration and continuous delivery. Akshara would continue about the Jenkins.
Yes, Jenkins automates the entire CI/CD process for secure HR, ensuring smooth and reliable deployments. It pulls updates from GitHub, runs automated tests, and builds the code, halting deployment if any issues arise. Real-time logs and monitoring keep the deployment process transparent and efficient. We will now see the console logs for the build processes. You can see the console output for the build process that we have recently triggered.
So this is the HR portal application. Thank you.